Well, hello. It's a lovely day today, so I thought we'd do a July tour, early July. This upper bed houses my onions, bush beans, my broad beans, and I'll show you a closer look. So the onions are coming along quite nicely, actually. I was a little concerned that maybe I didn't beef up the soil well enough, but I think they're doing just fine. This was the kale that self-seeded from last year, which I love. I have harvested and frozen a lot, and I have given away a lot, and I'm picking away with eating it currently. This is just some succession corn that I've put here, but it's coming up. That's great. I see some holes. We'll figure that out. Some little squash that were self-seeded in another bed. I'm not sure if they'll have time to do much. I've put some more peas here. This will be a second batch of them. And this is my bush beans, various types. I see some holes, and that's where they did in fact get chewed off. There we go. Slugs or mice, field mice possibly. Okay. My walking onions, this bed hasn't really come up yet, but it's just starting to. This is my summer savory. Some more of the rogue kale everywhere. The walking onions are doing beautiful, ready to all fall over. Now my broad beans are all in flower. That's beautiful to see. So I've got a nice little amount there, and I've got another area with some. I put some extra celery up here, and it seems to like it better here than anywhere else, to be honest. Now I haven't been picking the green worms off here, but this is just some extra Brussels sprouts before the celery. And then this is turnip at different stages of it. Some has just been seeded not long ago, hasn't come up yet. So we get over here. Yeah, all doing well. Time will tell. And I'll take you to my potatoes up there. I'm liking how the potatoes are looking. This row, which I can't remember which potato it is, the flowers are starting to just come up. But we haven't had a whole lot of rain to speak of. Now the next few days will be, and that's great. But the potatoes seem to do well on their own as is. I've watered a couple of times maybe. But they're looking good. I'll soon have to check to see if any are popping out, but so far I've dug them deep enough in a little mound. This is my rhubarb. I think it's only the second year, so I haven't touched it this year. And there's a couple more rhubarb here. Still only in their second year too, so maybe next year or the year after, we'll be able to harvest here. Now flowers are coming and going, and up there is that rogue walking onion, Egyptian walking onion. I should put some nice compost, because that poor thing must be starving. It's under the rocks, so I can't actually get it. My lavender's just shooting up. Hopefully we'll see some of that soon. And we're finally getting some color. We want this. There's nothing here. There's no soil, and I guess we've been cheap and lazy. But the creeping thyme's looking great. I don't know the name of this one, but it apparently doesn't need anything from us. It's nice and fuzzy. Now on to my raised beds, and I'll bring you closer to get a better look. Things are coming along nicely. June was very kind to us. It was, there were some cool nights and some scares with frost, but the heat was there for much of the month, and not much water. So I had to get out the hose, but things are doing well, and as only can happen here because we don't really have a spring. So the cold-loving Mizuna, arugula, I think that's about all that's bolting. They're already bolting, but I've been able to get a lot of meals out of them. I've been putting gobs on sandwiches, pasta, the beautiful, elegant, simple arugula salad, stir fries, and what else have I been doing with it? Oh, and just with rice dishes also. So I'll bring you for a closer look. First bed is my strawberries, and they're looking beautiful. Let's see if I can find some. Yeah. They'll soon. Oh, sow bugs. I missed that one. I'm going to have to get quicker. Dear heavens. Actually, that's ants and sow bugs. And what a beauty that was. Such a shame. Next bed. Here's the arugula. I will pull all this out today. Bolted, but we've enjoyed it. I've been doing just cut and come again of this lettuce. It will continue to grow. Once I get the arugula out, it will have more room. A few more broad beans I put in this row. And then my peas are starting to climb. I have to get more strings out to get those. Now, celery. Yeah, it looks fine, but the other one just seems to be, I guess it's more protected and a little cooler. In the upper bed I showed, I've lost quite a few cabbage to cutworm. Just come out. This one I left it and tried to cover the root a bit more. But you come out and you can just pull them right out. They've been chopped off, and that's a shame. This is some bunching onions, I think, or green onions. I'm not sure. I think it's green onion. I think it's both. A red cabbage. I've got some radish that can be harvested. I've been harvesting some. Carrots along the back ledge there. Doing fine. More cabbage. This is Brussels sprouts. More lettuce, some beets, some nasturtium. This is some green onions. I've been harvesting a lot of green onions. They're doing well. Succession sowings of lettuce. Self-seeded that probably won't go anywhere. You never know. There's a globe artichoke. Just when you think they're not going to survive, they do. He'll carry on and do well. More beets. More lettuce. Few acorn squash, celebration squash. They were winter sown, and I'll do that again. It's a great way to have them totally acclimated to put them right out. Next two beds are my garlic, and they're doing wonderful. The scapes are just coming on mine. I've noticed some other people that might be in a little more sheltered area here in Newfoundland, and they have already been harvesting theirs. Although this one's soon. I don't let mine go too big, then they're tough and not edible to me. So, soon. Any day, actually. And my garlic indoors from last year is still going strong. Here's my carrot buckets. Nothing's come up yet. They could probably use some water. Okay, this bed has peas again on the edge. And some corn, some celery, some bunching onions, I believe, parsnip along the wall of this one, a couple of red cabbage, green cabbage. This one doesn't look do too well, does he? Some more interspersed lettuce, a pepper plant. They always struggle here. A Brussels sprout. Another little red cabbage. This is succession sowings of my green onions, so they just keep coming. This is a bunching onion. You can see the difference. It's bunching down there. There's another globe artichoke that will grow quite large, but we'll be taking these green onions out and he'll have lots of space. And more celery. Two little squash. This squash was cut off completely. I just left it in, and it's coming back. So I haven't the heart to take it out. Whether it gets anywhere, we'll see. This is my perennial garlic now in my next bed. And broccoli. I think that's 3 broccoli. Some rogue strawberry, which I always have. But there's growing some strawberries here. And I use these plants to populate my strawberry bed when the mothers die on it. There's some beets, a little squash there, green onions, and the red cabbage has done well. There's a green cabbage, there's a Brussels sprout, another green cabbage, another globe artichoke. These are some more potatoes in bags. And I just saw, look, these tiny little strawberry plants. I'm going to take that before somebody else does. This is black magic kale, or lacinato kale. And some more succession of lettuce. That looks like it could be cut, you see? Cutworm could have gotten this one because it's all falling now. They've taken out so many this year. More of my perennial garlic. I don't see the scapes are just coming on those. But I just pull these and it's like a leek, but garlic, and it's lovely. Another acorn squash, that is. Next 2 rows. We've got some squash, various kinds there. The lacinato or black magic kale. Got 3 plants there. A couple of little squash. Some, I'm not sure what that is. Broccoli maybe? No, maybe cabbage. No, maybe broccoli. Celery, red cabbage, broccoli, Brussels sprouts. These are some green onions that I need to pull. They're getting very large. And these funny things, they're everywhere, and it's the garlic that's self-seeded, and these are lovely stir-fried. So I'm just totally excited that I've got this extra little harvest that I didn't count on from letting I don't let these go to seed. I will take the scapes, but I leave the scapes on these, and then the seeds fly in all the beds, and I get these little garlic bubbles trying to grow, and they're lovely. I have some rutabaga. Oh, I told you turnip in the other one, and it's rutabaga. Nasturtium. Very, very tiny pepper. Doesn't look like it's going to do anything. There's a pepper there that's bigger. That's great. Big green onions. Yeah, and then the same over there. So it's filling in. There's more seeds to come that I probably put in 2 days ago. They haven't sprouted in the holes that you see in these 2 beds. I don't think I put cilantro in here, so I'll let that go to seed again. I never even used it yet. There's a squash that got eaten by a slug. This is borage. I think it can stay there okay. And a couple more of my winter squash. A few more red cabbage. Green cabbage, celery. These are bunching carrots, so they're closer together. Yeah, I'm not liking the look of this either. It could be lack of water, but I don't think so. Can't believe the cutworms. More peas here, a bit more corn here. I've tried to stagger it so that we'll get various harvests of it. And then down my bean bed, various beans. This is interesting. These are the little red Japanese beans, you know, for the paste. Now, I've never cooked the beautiful little tiny pastries with the red bean paste. But hey, I had to try them. And they're very interesting. It's a much smaller plant. We'll see how productive they are. So this is just different types of my bush beans here. But they're coming. They're starting. Here is my gigantes, and they're starting to climb. Very quickly, actually. Pleased with that. These are my outdoor eggplant. My indoor is doing a little better, though it's dropped a few flowers. It's set one, and then dropped some flowers. It didn't want to hold anymore. But hopefully these will catch on. A few peppers. They look so tiny. This is my Newfoundland weather, but they're going to flower. I usually, for my outdoor peppers, it's you know, jalapenos and hot wax, those type that grow better in the colder. Here's my Mizuna, which has gone to seed. I will let one go, or two, and that's, I never have to buy again. But we did, as I said, made many, many meals. I just made sure. And the green mustard. Threw that in everything also. Spinach is doing well. I've had a few harvests, and small harvests. And I guess I'll take that soon because it will bolt now. The heat today is just crazy. This is scarlet runner beans. I've got to get more string again. Now, down here is my squash bed. And it's nice to see the heat is helping them. So they're all looking very nice and healthy here. This is a little melon, but it had been beaten by the wind. So what I had to do, I don't know where it is. Oh, here. It was rubbed raw to no stem, just a brown stem, so I've covered it with soil. Hopefully, it will be able to carry on. I've done it before in the past, and they do. So, various winter squash in here. Probably a zucchini also. And some, I'll pull these out. I think it's a tomato from the compost. This is a zucchini. It's only had male flowers thus far. And this is a broccoli, looks good. Some kale. There's certainly in a Brussels sprout. Some cucumber over here. They're certainly getting the cabbage moth eating it away. Here's mostly my tomato beds, but on this end I've just stuck a few extra leeks. I've got leeks in every bed. And green onions in every bed. All the way up is green onions. This would be a cucumber and a cucumber and a cucumber. This was a watermelon possibly. Eaten, cut off, left it. And fortunately the roots were still there, so it's trying. Now it's watermelon, so don't hold much faith there. Ooh, here's some jalapeno. Can you see that? Good. That's great, they're coming. This would be another cucumber. Apparently I've stuck some carrots in here. Cucumber, cucumber. I never do well with cucumbers. Just as a side, never, never. And my various tomatoes here. They've all found their footing now after a bit of cold on them. And then this is my snap peas. The others are all my pod peas. And just down here, this big, big bag here is a lot of potatoes. It was my leftovers, and I've thrown a lot in, so what I get from there. This is my attempt at sweet potato, and the ones I've already rooted that I cut, and I'll bring those out too. But this is caught on. This one looks like he's struggling, but it was small anyway. No, it's caught on. You never know. And another bag of potatoes here. So we'll have a lot of potatoes this year. So, that's my beds. Well, early July, the garden's doing well. I'll soon be able to harvest a lot more other than the leaf lettuce I'm getting right now, the green onions, and then those very, very healthy brassica greens, the arugula, the mustards, the mazunas. That's also a brassica of a sub somewhere along the line. And they have a lot more nutrient than just your lettuce. So I look forward to showing you some of the future harvests. Thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing. Take care. We'll see you soon.